In November of 2024, my Roman technology students held an archaeology outreach event for the East Baton Rouge Parish School community called Can You Dig It? An evening of hands on history and archaeology. Hi, I'm Natalie Roy, a teacher at Glasgow Middle School in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I teach Latin and two courses I've developed to center the unheard voices of the ancient Mediterranean world. Students in my Myth Makers and Roman technology classes reproduce the products and processes and stories of ancient daily life through hands on history, STEM labs, and experimental archaeology. In 2024, I was named a Grosvenor Teacher Fellow with National Geographic and Lindblad Expeditions. Although my students and I have been doing classical spring outreach programs at a local museum for the past 3 years called All STEM Leads to Rome, this archaeology outreach project grew out of my work with National Geographic. The event was planned and presented by my middle school students in collaboration with the Louisiana Division of Archaeology and funded partly by the Archaeological Institute of America. Throughout the year, Roman technology students learn how archaeological sites and material culture tell the stories of everyday people. They wanted to share what they've learned so far this year and promote the study of ancient archaeology. They spent 2 weeks leading up to the event preparing and training for it. They practiced giving their presentations and learned how to engage with the public with a particular focus on young children. The event happened in our school's gymnasium and saw about 150 guests. Upon entering the event, each participant received a passport, which they used to collect stamp impressions at each station they visited. To incentivize visiting each station, we collected completed passports and entered them into a raffle for door prizes, such as a 3D printed Roman dodecahedron, Nat Geo branded stickers and water bottles, and merch from the Louisiana Division of Archaeology. All stations were interactive and run by the students, except for one. The Louisiana Division of Archaeology offered two activities. One taught students about stratigraphy with colored sand art in plastic bottles, and the other gave out tiny individual dig boxes for students to excavate on the floor where a plastic tablecloth kept the dirt contained. In another station, students explained the mystery behind Roman dodecahedrons and then asked participants to handle a 3D printed model before taking a guess at what they were used for. We used the names on the guesses to give out more prizes. At the next station, participants explored writing with oak gall ink, foraged and made in our own classroom, on papyrus with reed pens. Using the Roman cursive alphabet, kids tried writing their names. At another station, participants were tasked with putting together a broken clay pot as they learned about the importance of potsherds to date archaeological sites. At another station, participants learned to play the ancient Roman game of rota, or wheel, a popular game with ancient children and soldiers and similar to modern tic-tac-toe. One of our most popular stations had participants recreating a Roman Solomon's knot mosaic pattern with real marble tesserae. The kids found it very relaxing and meditative. Next was another floor-based activity, putting together Roman arch block sets. Next to this station was a poster board where participants had to match up famous UNESCO World Heritage sites with their country of origin. Those who got them all right could put their name in a raffle box, which we drew from for pop-up prizes all evening. Last but not least, we set up a selfie station with one of my students playing Jupiter, sporting a beard I had crocheted. As participants took pictures using frames that mimicked the traditional National Geographic yellow rectangle, they picked out vintage magazines donated by the community and some freebie merch donated by the Division of Archaeology. We used the completed passport booklets on which we had asked for parent phone numbers to send a survey the next day. Although we got only a few responses, the feedback was overwhelmingly positive. We plan to repeat our work at an event called the Art and Archaeology of Ancient Egypt, a day of hands-on history, in April at the Louisiana Art and Science Museum. Students will mummify slightly used apples from our school's cafeteria, write their names in hieroglyphics, as well as build pyramids and take selfies with Egyptian gods. We look forward to many more hands-on history outreach events targeting young future archaeologists, and we thank the AIA very much for its support. We hope you'll continue to support our endeavors.